gonna help some of y'all tonight. Somebody talking about, let me go get my baby mama. Please don't go get it. Y'all finna get on here arguing. Don't go get nobody. If y'all finna be on here arguing, don't go get nobody. Please. Y'all like to go get people y'all beefing with and bring them on my shit. Then they be putting me in it. I fuck around and say some shit that trigger them. Now they want to cuss me out for what you did. Don't go get her. I know that's right, Chloe. Somebody's saying I didn't need it. I don't want to be in y'all drama. I don't want to be in y'all drama. I'm definitely about to spit some real shit. She talking about I'm tagging everybody. Girl, don't tag nobody. I don't got time for that. What she be like, well said. Definitely don't do no drama, especially other people drama. That's a word right there by itself. Bitch, I don't want no drama on my own, let alone the next bitch drama. Well, you caught me live tonight, Travis. It's up. You know how they be saying, it's up. It's up. What you say, Dre? You hate victim-minded people? I be feeling sorry for them. They can't help it. In the current state they in. They changed the state they in, they can help it. I'm definitely about to drop some gems. If you're trying to join my book club, DM me. But listen, I'm very protective about my book club. I'm going to tell y'all why. My book club members pay a monthly fee. That means you got to have a job. That means you can't be in a survival season. That means I don't got time for you to be messaging my assistant every month talking about how you don't got the money like you do them bill collectors for your bills. That means you can't be in my book club, right? So, yes, you have to have some sort of financial stability. The other thing is, in my book club, we actually read the fucking books and watch the goddamn movies. So what that means is, you can't get in that bitch just to be around me. You got to get in that bitch because you actually want to read and you going to take the time to look at movies. So for those of y'all that run behind a nigga or a bitch all y'all days, you won't be able to be in the book club because you won't finish the books. Y'all catch my drift? The other thing is, I don't like negative energy. I don't like other people's drama. I don't like all that bullshit. So in order to be in my book club, you have to actually be coming to the meetings and engaging from a positive and debating space. Like, we debate, we share ideas, we speak on the shit we talking about, we exchange perspectives, and it requires maturity that a lot of you motherfuckers don't got. And then it costs an initial fee to get in my book club. So, yeah. So DM me, but don't DM me if you don't fit that criteria. Yo, you definitely can't be in my book club broke. I don't have time for that. It ain't a lot of money, but it's consistent. And some of y'all ain't consistent with paying y'all bills. So I wouldn't dare ask you to add me on. I don't got time for it. Play with the cable company, play with the light bill company, play with your rent man, play with the car people, play with your car insurance, but bitch, you will not play with me. With that being said, shout out to my book club members. See y'all this Sunday. And y'all know that book lit. It's litty. Yeah, I'm finna talk my shit. I'm gonna check my DM after the live. But I done told your ass what the criteria is. So my purse is my Jeji brand. You could definitely go follow my page. It's Jeji by Dorsey. And yes, right now they come in black and brown, but red and pink are coming next. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. And sincerely, like, much respect and shout out and appreciation to those that have purchased one of my purses. I fuck with y'all a long way. It definitely weed out the book. I ain't got time for it. I can't be sitting up talking about no motherfucking books with no bullshitter. I don't got time for that. Right? Somebody said book club in this motherfucker. I know that's right. Somebody keep this live up. You don't even know what I'm talking about. I ain't even talked about what I'm going to talk about yet. You just know it's going to be good, huh? You just know it. So Jeji is my brand. It's my language. It's really my word for accountability. But we'll get into that later. I got big things coming on that. Follow the Jeji page. You'll see the drop date for the red and the pink purses. It's coming. I came on here to talk to y'all about relationship trauma, love life trauma specifically, right? And the reason why is because a lot of people don't realize, like, trauma and drama and shit you've been through in relationships, that shit changes you even outside of your behavior or your character in relationships. A lot of people don't realize. For a lot of us that have been in relationships, we don't realize that your character changed after that relationship. What you attract changed after that relationship. The stuff you think about, the way that you think, how you process information, how you trust, how you view people, how you look at the world, your motivation towards getting your money, and towards your life and what you feel like you deserve. Those things change after going through relationships where there was trauma, drama, heavy weighing shit. And it's a lot of y'all that you don't really realize that. You don't realize that since that relationship with that man, girl, you is not the same. Since that relationship with that girl, nigga, you is not the same. Since you went through what you went through regarding that love life shit with your baby mama, my G, you are not the same. Since y'all did what y'all did in that relationship, ma'am, you are not the same. It's a lot of y'all, you started out with a certain intentions towards relationships and dealing with people and being vulnerable and having sex and opening up and building a family and mixing your life, being there for somebody, having companionship. You set out with a certain view. But after that trauma, after that drama, after the shit you been through, after the stuff you put up with, after the shit you tolerated, after the things you let slide, ooh, after the stuff you sat up and peeped but didn't say nothing, you not even the same person. You're not even close to being the same person. It's a lot of y'all, Taz, what up? That shit changed you in the worst way. Some of y'all, when y'all hear me talk about being a negative person, being a victim-minded person, being stuck in a survival season, being in a space where you are unable to accept perspectives from other people, being in a space where you guarded, being in a space where you overly emotional, being in a space where you done shut the fuck down and completely checked your emotions the fuck out as a coping mechanism to deal with what's happening with you mentally. That depression you in. When y'all hear me talk about this kind of stuff, a lot of y'all got this shit from relationship trauma. Y'all got this shit from love life trauma. You wasn't like this at first. Dub back 2-3 years ago. Dub back 5 to 10 years ago. Dub back 15 to 20 years ago. You wasn't on the type of shit mentally you own now. You wasn't worrying about the type of stuff that you worry about now. You wasn't looking at the opposite sex or the same sex, whatever you attracted to. You wasn't looking at them like you look at them now. It's a lot of y'all, girl, the stuff you went through with your baby daddy, the shit you put up with, the things that you did in retaliation, the mindset you developed based on what happened and what centered around your relationship, you're fucked up. You're fucked up. It's a lot of y'all, the stuff you went through during your pregnancy, the lack of affection you got, the lack of attention, the betrayal, the left by yourself, the space you was in to have to push through solo, it changed you. A lot of y'all don't realize a lot of who you are today, That shit come from your love life trauma. Bitch, switch jobs like it ain't nothing. You can go through a little razzle dazzle on a job, fuck around and get fired. Bitch, look up the next year, I done got another job, move the fuck on to something new. Long as the checks is fucking cashing and I'm earning money, it ain't really do too much. It's people done lost millions off of business ventures and investments and shit, and they go start on something different, make that shit back and move forward with but that relationship stuff y'all done been through, that trauma y'all be done went through trying to give y'all self to a bitch or a nigga, that stuff y'all be done tolerated in the name of love, that shit y'all be done got exposed to trying to get freaky, that stuff y'all be done did, them drugs you put in your system based on that nigga you loved, that shit you put up in your body and your mind, that stuff you sat and listened to, the times you sit there and took some shit that you really didn't, that shit changed you. You not even the same no more. You ain't you. Some of y'all, you angry, and it came from some love life trauma. Some of y'all, you bitter. It came from some love. You didn't start out like this. Like, you might have been suffering from some generational curses, but bitch, you wasn't a hater. Bitch, you wasn't bitter. Bitch, you wasn't depressed. Nigga, you wasn't a womanizer. You wasn't in a space where you're in now where you don't even trust women, where you won't even protect or operate from a space of care towards female. You wasn't like that at first. You got some curses from your mama, but you didn't get them. You got them from your baby mama, nigga. You got them from that bitch that you was over there laid up with nonstop. You got them from the bitch that you sat there and you gave your heart to, and she gave you her ass to kiss in return. Some of y'all got to realize, like, I really got to sit down and evaluate where I'm at right now. I got to really check myself on my view of life, how I come off. Do I jump to the negative first? Am I depressed? I'm going to tell you something. For black folk, all depression show up different. Some of y'all don't know this. This is why, like, a lot of y'all, you've done therapy with a traditional, I'll use that word, a traditional looking therapist for just the general concept of therapy, and it ain't do nothing for you. But then when you do a one-on-one phone call or Zoom with a bitch like me, you get so much out of a 30-minute or an hour session. Because I understand for our people, that shit show up different. In order to really cope and try to maneuver through some shit that we suffering from, we'll make jokes. We'll pretend as though we okay with stuff by making snide comments. We will get in a space where we become anxious. Like a lot of us, be in a depressed state and it show up as anxiety. For a lot of black women, like, we get in a depressed state and it show up as agitation. We really depressed, but we operate as if everything getting on our nerves. Motherfuckers is doing something to us all the time. Something is always going. Girl, let me tell you what, a lot of us be fucking depressed. But we'll just say the kids aggravating us. Shit get on out. It's a reason to go be by yourself. Go lock yourself in the room. Sit up and just say, like, bitch, I'm aggravated. Y'all getting on my nerves. Motherfucker keep trying me. Ma'am, you're depressed. And you really should talk to somebody about that. Because depression leads to deep, poor mental health. That shit will lead to you giving up on things. It will lead to you being a angry person, a negative person, an unpleasant person. It can lead to you being suicidal. It can lead to you being in a space where you become non-social, where you start to neglecting self. A lot of y'all dudes, you don't realize, for our culture, a lot of black men, you depressed, bro. You depressed. It ain't that many joints in the world. Sir, you're depressed. It ain't that many backwoods in the motherfucking world. Dude, you're already high and you're trying to get higher. Sir, your eyes is like this. What is you trying to do? Go to sleep? Bitch, it's the middle of the day and you ain't tired. How high are you trying to get? Y'all would say y'all fighting demons, but really you just depressed. And for a lot of y'all as men, you get depressed and you give up. You get depressed and you get violent. You get depressed and you get on them drugs. So now you rolling up backwoods back to back. Then you popping perks. Might pop a motherfucking Molly. Ain't no telling. Sir, you depressed, sir. It ain't that much drugging in the world. Y'all trying to get high enough to never come down. It's a lot of y'all, you get depressed, you get hooked on prescription pills and shit. Now you can't stop, steady talking about your back hurt. Y'all a sciatic nerve and excuse to death to get a pill. Back don't a bit more hurt. It's your brain that's hurting. It's your mind that hurt. It's your heart that's hurt. That relationship trauma changed you. Y'all got to start being honest with y'allselves, man. Just looking at y'all like y'all looking at me. This is what's real. Yes, this is, yep, to avoid reality. That's exactly what be going on. Sometimes it be hard to accept that, damn, I'm different. And I don't know how to get myself back in that space of being happy about life, being positive about just existing. Some of y'all children can see it. It's always go sit down and leave me alone. Get out my room. Sis, you depressed. You depressed. You sad about them dreams and hopes and that energy and that care. All that shit you put into that relationship and you didn't get back not even a third of that shit. That shit broke you. It broke you. A lot of y'all, you don't know this. Nobody never said this to you. But that depression show up through you not wanting to go home. So you're out all the time. Every time we look up, you on every scene. Can't sit down. Hungover, tired, damn near about to lose your job because you feel like you're missing something. But you feel like you're missing something because when you was in something, given to something that you thought you had, it turned out not to be that. That relationship trauma fucked you up. So now you on every scene trying to prove points to yourself and that ex nigga or that ex bitch, and you don't realize you watching yourself the fuck up. Missing rest, overstressed, but you compensating that shit or overcompensating that shit with excessive drinking. You on every scene, drink after drink, making excuses for your actions, blaming it on the motherfucking alcohol, but really it's depression. See, for a lot of our people, that shit show up different. We ain't somewhere crying, because see, where we came from, we learned to try to make light of every situation, right? Things that we used to not be able to change in our mind, we would laugh about it or use it to the point where we feel like it don't faze us, but it show up in how your life look and how you treat yourself. You dressing up and putting on all them wigs and all that makeup to be on every scene in front of a bunch of niggas that don't care nothing about you. And then you find yourself later on, 3-4 relationships later, 3-4 dicks later, you done got fucked by a plethora of niggas that don't fuck with you. And that shit weigh heavy on you. It's a lot of y'all niggas. You run from pillar to post. You really depressed and feel some type of way about that trauma you went through with your baby mama. Because you know, you cared about the bitch. You was in love with the bitch for real, for real. You went against your big homie advice and you know you tried to build a family with a motherfucker that you didn't really take the time to know. You hitting her raw. Now she your baby mama. You thinking this shit gonna go somewhere. Then you find out she ain't loyal. On top of you finding out how she ain't loyal, then you realize the bitch will play with you with your children. So now you getting played twice. Then you realize as a man, a bitch don't really respect you like that. Now you out here damn near in a survival season because your mental ain't right. You fucking with this bitch, that bitch. None of these bitches don't like you for who you are. They like you for what the fuck you can do for them, and you fall for it every time, sir, because that trauma's still on you. It's a lot of y'all, you know, you a comedian. You make jokes. You joke so much to the point where we can tell you ain't joking, sir. Laughing so much about the wrong shit that we could tell ain't shit funny. You really hurting. There's a lot of y'all. Got to start being honest with yourself. And you know, it's all right to cry. I see somebody saying, like the idea is be honest with yourself. That's why I'm making this lie. That's why I'm saying this. Be real with yourself. A lot of y'all, you done been online so much, right? Because I'm going to tell you what the internet do. It desensitizes a lot of times. So what happens is you get online and you watch so much shit over and over again that it starts to look like it's normal, right? That's why you have to be careful what you eat. And I ain't talking about no motherfucking food. Although you do have to be careful what you eat because the food just ain't the same no more, right? But you got to watch what you eat. Meaning what you look at, what you listen to, what you speak on, what you allow people to speak about to you. And see, the thing is, what you watch, what you indulge in, what you look at, what you listen to repetitively, it conditions you. So a lot of y'all desensitized. You think a lot of this fuck shit normal. You think a lot of this shit is something to act like you ain't fazed about. I'm going to tell y'all something else. In my people, depression will show up in the form of them saying they don't give a fuck. You ever met somebody that it's like anytime some shit get real, anytime it's some important shit to confront, they act like they don't give a fuck? And yes, my dear, it be an act. They will get on apps and out in front of people for the sake of making themselves look hard. Because, you know, nowadays we think hard is real. Right? We think acting like something ain't hurting you when everybody can clearly see it's hurting you makes you a real ass nigga or a real ass bitch. Right? So I want y'all to know depression shows up through a bitch saying what they don't give a fuck about neither. I'm going to tell y'all another way depression show up in our people. It'll show up through you telling yourself everything gonna be all right blindly. Sitting around where you begging a higher power to do some shit that don't match what the fuck you got going on in your heart. Because see, faith without work is dead. So when y'all see people sitting around praying with no work, they really just begging. A lot of times that shit be the form of depression. Because you be in a space where you feel hopeless. That's why the fuck you sitting over there just reciting that shit over and over again, but with no real intent to get up and make shit happen. Motherfuckers ain't praying no more for strength and serenity and courage. Motherfuckers is praying for the shit to drop in their lap. You looking for sorcery, but you want to call it a miracle because you fucked up in the mental, depressed. You got bills in front of you. You got the strength, the understanding for how the world works, the health to be able to get up and do and take care of that. But you rather sit there and just keep repeating some shit. You ain't no different than the motherfuckers that be sitting there saying, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I be knowing. 3 to 5, I don't give a fucks. You give a fuck and something is wrong up here. You want a hug? Because it's certain shit you ain't supposed to give a fuck about. But then there's certain stuff you always supposed to give a fuck about. It's all right to have no fucks for stuff that you ain't supposed to be fucked off with anyway. Message. But then it's some things you always supposed to give a fuck about. Your health, your livelihood, your stability, your mental health. Not just your physical health. The company you motherfucking keep, you supposed to give a fuck about that. The things your children are being exposed to, you supposed to give a fuck about that. The type of people you letting fuck you or the type of people you fucking on, you supposed to give a fuck about that. What your bank account look like, you supposed to give a fuck about that. Your generational curses and breaking them bitches, you supposed to give a fuck about that. There's some things you supposed to give a fuck about. So for a lot of y'all, your friend depressed. Your sister depressed. Your brother depressed. Your mama depressed, sis. Your daddy depressed, bro. All that I don't give a fuck in real life going the fuck on. Alright. Relationships be done fucked y'all up. I'm gonna tell you another reason why. It's when we're at our most vulnerable. Y'all know I tell y'all this in Zooms. I tell y'all this on lives for the free. Human beings are at their most vulnerable when they wake up in the morning and when they go to bed at night. Right? This is when you're most vulnerable. A lot of y'all done been violated during these most vulnerable times. A lot of y'all been violated during these most vulnerable times by people that you trusted, people that you purposely opened up your vulnerable space to. A lot of y'all been slapped across the head, the heart, and the motherfucking mouth in a what was supposed to be a safe space by somebody that was supposed to be a trustworthy partner during your most vulnerable time. And sis, you ain't bounced back from that shit yet. Bro, you ain't bounced back from that shit yet. A lot of y'all, you done opened up some of the deepest parts of your mind. You done went into the deepest spaces of your trauma and shared that shit with a motherfucker that turned around and used that against you. You can't heal from that type of shit overnight. But see, y'all be depressed and broken from that shit. And you walk around and just tell yourself, you ain't worrying about that. I don't give a fuck about that. You depressed, ma'am. You depressed, sir. Y'all got to start being more real with y'all self. You be angry, the shit be on you. It show up. You be negative, the shit be on you. It show up. You be lost, the shit be on you. It show up. in your decisions, in how you move, in the stuff you get up for, the stuff you don't get up for. Y'all be broken and it be showing up. Repeating the same shit over and over again, expecting different results. Y'all be insane. And the shit show up. Crazy. And the shit show up. Y'all be dramatic. And the shit show up. This is the shit that, notice, I'm saying it shows up. I ain't saying you purposely showed it. It shows up on its own. You try to hide it with that dry comedy. You try to hide it with that sarcasm. You try to hide it with them I don't care statements. You try to hide it like you just tough. Bruh, you hiding it. Behind that strap you carry. Behind them that clique of niggas you keep around you all the time, making it look like shit a certain way when it ain't. Alright. A lot of y'all done been through some shit. And y'all love life and you ain't bounced back. That feeling some of you females had, where you let a nigga run up in you nonstop. Sis, I'm talking about nonstop. Sis, I'm talking about you can't even count how many times you gave that nigga the pussy. The best pussy. The best pussy you ever gave out. Some of y'all, you gave a nigga the best pussy during your best years, during your best times. And then turned around and got backstabbed. Then turned around and got lied on. Some of y'all, you realized all them best times was the worst times because a nigga was doing that shit with you and somebody else, but wasn't telling you, and you was thinking it was just y'all, you and him, meaning y'all, but it really was y'all, you, him, and her. That shit fucked you the fuck up. So now as you try to move forward, you can't even fuck a nigga like you used to fuck that nigga. Cause that shit got you fucked up. But y'all ain't willing to really sit down and confront this shit. Because you know, according to y'all, you don't give a fuck. That love life trauma be done fucked y'all up. I got a Zoom coming up on love life trauma. Text 678-965-0698 and get in that bitch. Because some of y'all, you really need to face the reality that you not right now. And it ain't because you want to be like this. Like, I ain't dry because I want to be dry. I'm not dry right now. I'm not in a depressed state right now because this is where I want to be. I'm not unpleasant right now because this is where I want to be. I'm not overly tough right now or overly independent or guarded or broken right now because I want to be. I'm like this because I ain't took the time to confront what the fuck going on with me. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all kids be seeing the shit. The new people y'all trying to date, they be seeing the shit. The friends y'all be trying to make, they be seeing the shit. The business partners y'all be trying to connect with, they be seeing the shit. Let me do y'all one better. Y'all entrepreneurs, the customers y'all be trying to service, they be seeing the shit. The people on y'all jobs, they be seeing the shit. You gotta face that shit. A lot of y'all, the biggest job you got ahead of you, the highest priority in your life right now should be your mental health. It should be what the fuck is going on upstairs. Y'all should be constantly confronting that. Because this is what's holding you back from a better life, a better relationship, of being a more pleasant person to yourself. Because see, fuck other people, right? You know how I say it's certain stuff you got to give a fuck about. You can tell yourself and other people every day you don't give a fuck about nobody else. But guess what you got to give a fuck about? Your motherfucking self. The minute you stop doing that is the minute you lost. And I'm talking about really give a fuck about yourself. I ain't talking about just the outside. I'm talking about every part of you. Right? I'm talking about your mental, your physical, your subconscious mind, your conscious mind. Your inner, your outer, that shadow work. Some of y'all, you got to deem yourself worthy. Because see, this is the thing. You don't get in life what you want or need. You get in life what you attract. What you attract is based on what vibration you on. What vibrations you on is based on your subconscious mind, your paradigms, the beliefs, the programming, the operating basis that's imprinted in your subconscious mind. That is what's in control of your actions, not your conscious mind. And for those y'all that don't know what I mean, your conscious mind is the top part of where I can sit and I can say, I'm going to think about this, right? It's the stuff y'all motherfuckers don't be thinking about that be controlling y'all motherfucking actions. This is what really determines what you attract. That's why a motherfucker can sit and say out their mind from their subconscious that I don't want to be broke no more. I don't want to be bitter no more. I don't want to be in these type of relationships. I deserve this, but then still turn around and do everything that's reflective of not wanting or not deserving those things they just said, because they don't realize I'm being controlled by something different. Exactly. It's that self-image. It's what you really see when you look at. Exactly. Subconscious is action. This is why when y'all hear me talk about self-esteem, when y'all hear me talk about like what is really going on with a person, you just watch what triggers them, what they respond to, what works them up emotionally. You look at their actions. Your actions show where your self-esteem is at. When you value something, like really value something, it's one thing to be acquainted with or be familiar with the value of something. It's another thing to know the value of something. Then it's understanding the value of something, then knowing if something is an asset or a liability. This is when the conversation get deeper. Because there are things and people that are valuable. But then there are things and people that are assets. Assets appreciate in value. Meaning as they age, as time go on, as conditions change, they become more and more valuable. Message to some of y'all. It's a lot of shit that just cost a lot. It's expensive, right? It's valuable just because it cost me a lot to initially get it. But this motherfucker ain't no asset, because as time passed, as I held on to this shit longer and longer, it ended up costing me more than what it was worth to get this alright. Message. That's a word for you motherfuckers. Some of y'all, it costs you a lot to get with that person. Bruh, it costs you a lot to land that particular bitch. Sis, it cost you a lot to get locked in with that nigga the way you did. But then it's costing you so much more than what the fuck it was worth to even I. And y'all know that love life trauma, it fucks you up. Y'all know that love life trauma, that shit change you. You know that love life trauma, that shit sticks. You know that love life trauma, it don't come off by just saying, I don't give a fuck no more. You don't fall out of love with a bitch overnight. You don't stop giving a fuck about a person you wake up with overnight, over and over and over and over again. Somebody you done been in the present with, a bitch you done laid up with and fucked over 100 times. A motherfucker you done paid bills with, a bitch you done stood beside and brushed your teeth in the mirror. This is conditioning. You condition to receive this person energy. You condition for this shit to be in your life. So when you that shit don't get off you overnight. That shit don't wash off in a shower. It don't come off because you made a post on Instagram or Facebook that you ain't fucking with that shit no more. It take work. This the conversations y'all ain't having. Y'all want a bitch to believe that overnight you broke up with Bob, unfollowed him, he unfollowed you, you changed your profile picture and deleted all of you and Bob pictures, that now you a changed woman and you ready for some other shit. Bitch, please. Them hoes you run with will believe that I know different. When you genuinely care about somebody, bro, come on now. You can make all the posts you want. You can say to every homeboy and every family member, I don't give a fuck about my baby mama no more. Bruh, I'm knowing, bruh. Alright. But see, y'all don't like to talk about this kind of shit. When I do Zooms, like the one I'm finna do, where the topic is love like trauma, see, we talk about the real shit. We don't get in there and pretend. We don't come in with our pride and ego and act like everything all right. We come in that bitch butt naked and raw. Where a bitch is willing to be honest that it's some shit going on with me, bruh. It's some stuff going on because when I'm out and I'm doing things and I'm trying to be sociable, when I'm trying to get out of introverted space, when I'm genuinely trying to receive a nigga perspective, I'm trying to change this hard shell I created from the love life trauma from another nigga and be soft for a new, but I can't do it. I can't do it. So with that being said, I'm knowing I got to confront some shit. It's some work I got to do. I want a family. I want a life. I want to be in my kids' life. I want to be better as a man. I want more for myself as a man. Fuck just having a bitch. I want to really build something for myself. But I always find myself chasing pussy on the wrong bitches. And for that, I know that something is up with me, bruh. I need to confront that. It's a lot of power in being vulnerable. It's a lot of power in knowing where you're weak at. It's a lot of power in being an open mind. That's how you learn. It's power in willing to get uncomfortable. But see, a lot of y'all, you ain't finna do that. You finna stay inside your coping behaviors and never get outside your comfort zone. So you ain't gonna change. So that depression, that motherfucking stress, that space you in where your self-image is poor, you gonna stay in that. Them generational curses, you gonna wear that. That hurt you got from them relationships, that shit gonna be on you with or without the new Louis Vuitton bag, girl. That shit on you. You can get your hair done 1,000 times. Bitch, you can get your makeup done 1,000 times. Ho, you can go on all the girls trip you want and fuck random niggas or sit up in hotel rooms and play around with other grown women putting that rose on y'all clitoris like this is life. You can do that all you want. And when you get back and have to sit with yourself, ho, that same trauma and hurt is on you, bitch. A lot of y'all niggas, you can off all the packs you want. You can cop all the designer you want. You can fuck all the hoes you want. When you get by yourself, you know them people only fuck with you for the bread you got. Ain't nobody around you fucking with you genuinely. And the people you opened your heart up to fucked you over. You never heal from that. And my sir, that is sitting on you. And it ain't going nowhere until you confront that. It's a lot of y'all, like I said in my one song, ma'am, that love life trauma, you had that baby out of spite. You thought you was gonna make them other hoes mad by keeping that motherfucking baby, and all you did was make yourself mad in the end. You were out here trying to get pregnant, fucking a nigga raw that don't care nothing about you, and you ended up with a baby thinking this was gonna make you matter. You don't see what's going on in the world? Niggas will say fuck you and the baby and move the fuck on, and you will be stuck, scarred, reminded every day when a bitch come in your room saying, Mom, what you gonna cook, of how you played your motherfucking self with what you thought you had going on. But now guess what? You still gotta feed that motherfucker. You still got to raise them. You still owe them love. Yes, bitch. Pay that little boy what the fuck you owe him. Pay that little girl what the fuck you owe him. Get your ass up. Pick yourself the fuck up in your depressed space and all, and go do what the fuck you signed up for. This when that real reality set in. You can pray all you want. That shit is still there. Cry all you want. That shit is still there. You got to get uncomfortable and face that motherfucking trauma. You got to be real. I fucked myself up with the decisions and the choices I made. The motherfuckers I choose. A lot of y'all, bro, you with that girl, you knew damn well y'all wasn't on the same page. You steady fucking her raw, love that feeling of raw sex. Now she pregnant. Bitch don't know nothing about raising no kid, don't really got no respect for you like that. Alright. Now that shit on you every day. You gotta confront it. Every aspect of it, bruh. You gotta confront it. It ain't gonna go away. You keep walking around, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what my baby mama talking about. We know, sir, the fact that you said that 3 to 5 times, we know that you actually give a fuck. And what you should do is go confront that. That love life trauma. A lot of y'all, you sat around in relationships and did shit that other people told you to do. And it fucked you up. You let another bitch that don't got to go through the shit after the decision is made tell you what the fuck you should or shouldn't do. So a lot of y'all, you fucked yourself up and the relationship based on listening to another bitch. A bitter bitch, a tired bitch, an old bitch, a young bitch that don't know nothing. Alright, exactly. Listening to outsiders about what's going on the inside. How does that make sense? Listen to people who unqualified as if their advice is qualified. But because you know, you feel like they're your friend or you bonded with them, that automatically makes them qualified. But they damn near depressed and going through their own traumas and shit, stuff they won't confront. You don't let a demon tell you how to go catch another demon. You don't let an unpleasant person tell you how to go be pleasant. You don't let a lost motherfucker tell you how to go be found. A lot of y'all, these people I'm talking about, y'all own motherfucking family members. It's a lot of you hoes, the stuff you did in relationships, your mama gave you the advice to do it, but you ain't never seen her in nothing healthy. A lot of y'all niggas, you sitting around listening to a homeboy, sir, he don't got nothing but backdoor trash ass hoes, and all he can do is guide you to get them same type of bitches. You ain't got damn nigga around you that got a wholesome respect for wife, and you taking advice from these niggas about hoes. All you finna do is run your dick up in a bitch who gonna end up with a baby and say she gonna keep it and do you any kind of way based on being relevant. And y'all, you don't see what the fuck going on with these bitches nowadays? Their self-esteem be built off of being independent. They rate themselves as a parent, as a mother, based on how much they do by themselves. The more they do by themselves without your help, the better of a mother they feel like they are. And you niggas just keep running up in them raw. It's enough to make the toughest nigga depressed. Y'all got to start being real with y'allself. Some of y'all need a one-on-one. You can text 678-965-0698. Some of y'all just need to go on Jeji.com and purchase y'all one of my purses. Because truth be told, I done gave y'all enough game that bitch you owe me. Go cop a bag because bitch you owe me. Some of you motherfuckers just off of internet lies, I done raised you bitches into a higher mindset. Just go spend some money, bitch. Buy a star, bitch. Go on my motherfucking website, Jeji.com. Buy a handbag, bitch. Buy your mama one, buy your auntie one. Ho, you owe me, bitch. At this point, you owe me. I'm just keeping it real. Y'all be on here every live. Oh, you changed my life. Well, bitch, changed mine. Spend the money on the bag. Y'all niggas be on him saying, love, you the female Kevin Samuels. We need you. Nigga, go purchase a purse for your mama or your grandma or one of them hoes that got you depressed. I don't give a damn. Go pay back into the brand. You owe me, bitch. Okay, every time I deactivate these motherfucking pages, y'all be on my nigga page. Where she at? Tell her to get back on here. Spend some money. I don't care about no likes, no comments. Buy something, bitch. Right, Damon. Thank you for buying a badge. I'm finna get off here. I ain't fucking with y'all. Exactly. Nigga gonna trick anyway. While you in that depressed state, spend some of that money with me. The fuck? Go to GEAJI.com and purchase a bag. Put the card number in. Call one of them hoes that y'all be having do everything for y'all. Tell her to order the bag. Ship that bitch to the trap house and take it to her. Yeah, it's in the budget. It's cheaper than some of them lace wigs. Some of y'all been letting y'all hairstylists fuck y'all up for the same price my purse costs. Bitch, pay into a credible cause. Pay into some shit that's helping you be better. The fuck? 678-965-0698. Exactly. Sprint some of that depressed money, because that's another way it show up in our people. Overspending, overeating. A lot of y'all got to admit, I don't actually have a weight problem. Right? I don't need to go to the gym. I need to get out of this depressed stage, because then I will start to eat better. I will treat myself better. It's the depression. It ain't the appetite. Exactly. Trick with Jeji. The fuck? I got a book, and I'm glad you said that. Go on Amazon, type in Love Dorsey, pay attention, and order the workbook. Go do it. Right now, go do it. Go spend the money. Y'all on here putting the motherfucking thank you and fucking praying emojis and shit. Bitch, go spend some money sitting up on this motherfucker playing in my face. Save this live. Bitch, go buy a bag. Exactly, Mac. Exactly. It's a lot of just ordering shit, buying shit. That shit be depression. Add me to your depression list, bitch. All them packages you ordering from Amazon, order a package from Jeji.com. Do that. Drika, girl, just inbox me. When we get off of here, and I'm finna make you put your, cause you just felt like you had to type that. When we get off of here, inbox me what this app is. Facebook that we on. Go on Facebook and inbox me. You talking about a motherfucking loss. Y'all hoes killed me. Bitch been on every live for 2 years straight getting $1,000 worth of game for free. Now you on here talking about, bitch, get in my DM and you'll get your book. I'm not the one to play with. I ain't doing you no kind of way. We on the same page. Didn't you just hear me say, message me? Bitch, message me. When I say something, I mean it. I don't hold no punches. Listen, when you've confronted as much stuff as I've confronted in my life with self, when I tell y'all, I ain't got no reason to hold nothing back. At all. Yep, add me to the list. Yep, I'm going to hold you to it. Don't be on here to my, when I get my taxes, I'm going to buy one, bitch. I'm going to be right on here. When the 22nd hit, where y'all got y'all tax dates and shit, bitch, I'm going to be right on here. All you motherfuckers, I'm going to get me a purse when I get my taxes, bitch. I'm going to be right on the internet. So, y'all got y'all taxes, before you go down there and purchase one of them lemon-ass cars y'all buy every year, or get a nigga your money to flip, have your ass depressed, purchase one of my purses. Before y'all run down to Gucci and Louis Vuitton, get you a Jeji bag from a real bitch that done actually helped you. Christian Louboutin ain't finna give you no real game. This motherfucker talking about what purse? This purse, bitch. Go buy you one. They come in brown and black. Pink and red coming out. And all you motherfuckers ain't waiting for pink and red. And it's already mid-February. So some of y'all got that damn tax loan. Bitch, you got the money to buy it now. And don't forget to get them kids something. They been waiting all year. I'm dead serious. What the fuck y'all think? Definitely. Asia, definitely. Go on Instagram and follow my page, Jeji by Dorsey. Share it. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Spread it like y'all spread that gossip. Post my shit like y'all be posting about y'all baby daddy. That's what I want. Treat me how y'all treat y'all baby daddies. Talk about me. Talk about my purse brand on y'all. You know I make them long, y'all make them long posts about y'all baby daddy. Do me like that and add the picture. Same way y'all be adding the picture of him. Do it. Shit'll go viral overnight. I know they got it. Jackson Hewitt, that tax lady from your city, from that flyer with her arms folded. Y'all done fouled. Don't get on here playing broke. Definitely. You want your shit to spread? Let it catch with the hood bitches. Bitch, they gonna spread it around like a pregnant side piece. It's Geji by Dorsey on Instagram. Jeji by Dorsey. The pink one coming. Buy a brown one. Buy a black one. Y'all crazy. I fuck with y'all though. Drinker, get in my Facebook Messenger. I got you, babe. They know how to find my motherfucking site. They find everything else. I always tell me, I just was binge. As soon as I go live, I was just binge watching your videos. I just seen you on YouTube. I just saw you, bitch. Why y'all don't come on here and say I just bought a bag? Bitch, I just booked the one-on-one. Ho, I just spent some money. Look, love, I just bought a badge. Fuck wrong with y'all? I just was soaking up all that game off your videos for free. And the music coming. Just go stream that shit. Go on Spotify, Apple Music. I wouldn't give a fuck. Type in Love Dorsey. The music gonna come the fuck up. Listen to the old album, the new album. Bitch, the new one coming. Ain't nobody got no CDs no more. That motherfucker say I need a CD. Now y'all, this why I say y'all just be on here saying shit. I want the orange bag when it come out. Bitch, ain't no orange. I want a CD. Ain't no CD. Motherfucker, go on Spotify.com. The fuck? We is in the day and age of the internet. Ain't no CD. I ain't got no vinyls, bitch. Stop asking for shit I don't got. That's a sign that you weren't trying to spend no money anyways. The fuck? I'm finna get off here. And I came on here to give y'all game and be nice. I'm waiting on the turquoise bag. Bitch, I ain't even said it was no just saying shit. All that fake ass support. I ain't fucking with y'all. Bye, y'all. Drink again in my inbox. Bye.